This copyrighted broadcast by Chiefs Television may not be reproduced, repurposed, rebroadcasted, or otherwise reused or redistributed in any form without expressed written consent of Chiefs Television. Thank you for watching.
As the captains make their way to midfield. Captains for tonight's game for the Sequoia Chiefs are number 0, Taiwo Agundalo. Number 2, Colby Martin. Number 5, Ian Mariah. And number 55, Carter Leggetti. Our officials for tonight's game. Referee, Patrick Ingram. Umpire, Damal Walton. Headlinesman, Sheldon Smith. Line judge, Benny Hickman. Field judge, Kinjai Harris. Side judge, DJ Doss. Back judge, Jeff Williams. Electronic clock operator, Keith Davis. Playing clock operator, Jay Kramer. Chain crew, Rodney Powell, Dedrick Smith, and Cameron Johnson. Sequoia has won the toss. Elected to receive. Kickoff return by number 3, Will Rejecki. Chiefs will start from their own 25-yard line. Run by number 3, Will Rejecki. Gain of 7 yards. Bring up second and short for the Chiefs. Run by number 3, Will Rejecki is good enough to move the chains for another Chiefs. First down.
And Carrollton, other than that, no team has really been able to find a way to stop them.
Exactly right. First down and 10, though, as the Chiefs have potential here. A quick pass to Brooks Darling. He snatches it in. Brooks Darling down the sideline. First play of the – oh, it's fumbled. But it is caught. What a play by the junior.
Great job right there from Brooks Darling. Just a little bit, almost dropped that one right there. Gets to hold it. Beautifully tracked back right there by Elijah Watson, the junior defensive back. Forces the fumble, but doesn't go out of the end zone, so will not be a turnover. Chiefs keep the ball. They're on the 10.
So a quick strike there on a first down pass. Great little slant route as that one is over to the left side of the field. That's Jack Ripley, and he gets tackled inside the 5. And if you're Gainesville, letting him a big play this early isn't necessarily a concern, but in Gainesville's wins, they have an average point differential of 36 points. They win usually around 36 points. So if it's a close ball game, the odds may not be in their favor. They haven't had those battle-tested games where it's been close since, last week maybe against Roswell, where they sadly came short by 3. A close game could lean in Sequoia's favor. And the second down play on the 5. 10 minutes left. Rejecki in the backfield. Handoff to the junior. He has room on the outside, and he gets there. Touchdown, Chiefs. 5 plays, and they're in the end zone. What a start here for Teeter's squad.
A beautiful start. You cannot ask for more on that one. Will Rejecki, 20th touchdown of the season, getting started very early in this one. Beautifully done right there. Just gets on the outside, breaks enough defenders, tackles, gets right through it into the end zone. 6-0 Chiefs.
And we know how talented the Chiefs are, but they really haven't played a school that is this, I would say, has a culture of being this good. Gainesville, they've played schools like Milton and Roswell, and Gainesville themselves have a culture of being this good, and they know they have repeated talent every single year. So we haven't had a huge test like this since maybe Sprayberry, as that extra point is good by McClure. But that speed that Brooks Darling shows just how talented this Sequoia team is against anyone.
Yeah, and going back to that point about Gainesville having a culture, this team has been producing talent for years now. Starting quarterback in the NFL, they've produced Deshaun Watson. They've had 9 total players go in the NFL. Another one, Jeremiah Ledbetter on the Jaguars right now, still starting. And they have a bunch of free agents, still viable options for NFL teams. Their culture is just so strong. They have an entire practice field, not a game field, practice field, an indoor facility.
No, yeah.
They bleed football. and they really want to go deep in this playoff.
No, yeah, I've seen pictures on their X account about their new facility. I believe it may have been $1 billion, maybe $1 million. I'm gonna guess near $1 million. I think I'm hyping that up a little bit too much in my mind, but $1 million, a lot of money poured into these facilities for weight training and film study. A lot of money poured into this program. And one thing to touch on is Josh Nibble, the head coach, came over from Alabama, from Hoover, that is. And in this is his second full season. It's around 2.5 seasons. He has really updated the culture here. I mean, we know how good Gainesville has been, but the culture that Nibble has brought here is something new. So we're going to see how this offense responds and how that culture responds to a very early Sequoia score.
And a very strong offense that is at about 422 total yards of offense. A lot of passing in that field. They have 2 strong receivers with Jeremiah Ware and Taz Smith, as well as Shane King, who doesn't get that many looks, but when he does, he can make big plays. Committed to Troy right now. Still a very viable option and pretty much a wide receiver 1 on any other team.
So we haven't touched on Kareem Hughley. He is their QB, and he is a very talented prospect. 254 passing yards a game, 22 touchdowns on the season, and 126 QBR per game. That is impressive as a sophomore. Here's Trey Brown, as one thing we haven't touched on yet, as he gets tackled for 5. What we haven't touched on is that the senior running back for the Red Elephants, Carmelo Bird, is out with an injury. So that is going to be a very big detriment to Gainesville tonight.
Yeah, a very big loss. Their lead running back on the entire season so far is about 88 yards per game. Their lead back entirely combines for over half their rushing yards per game, and losing him is very bad for that backfield, and I'm guessing we're going to see a lot more passes tonight. So this Sequoia secondary is going to need to lock in.
As that Hughley pass is completed to Ware, that's going to give him a first down. 9:14 left on the clock in this one. Sequoia's defense lets up 21 points a game. Their 2 statistics per points a game and points allowed are very similar, only about 2-3 points off. And we have, I believe, a flag on Sequoia. Refs are talking it on the sideline.
Disconcerting act on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
I didn't hear the call exactly. I wasn't listening in tune at the time. But it's a 5-yard penalty on the defense before the snap. So first down and 5 for Hughley and the Elephants. Handoff to Brown. He's going to have a big night in filling the shoes of Bird, as that run goes for around 2.
And Trey Brown can be very explosive tonight. If he can find those runs that Bird had with this offense, he's going to be a big part of how Gainesville can win this game, as I'm guessing that the Chiefs' defense is really focused on these receivers, as we see a lot more players in the backfield than we normally do.
Hughley with a step back, and there's pressure. Sacked! The Chiefs' blitz scheme works to perfection there. As I'm not sure who got him there,
That was
but
Carter Ligeti.
Matthew Matz was also coming in there on a blitz, was sprinting after Hughley. And Carter Ligeti with a huge tack sack right there makes it a 3rd and 12, forcing the Red Elephants into very uncomfortable territory on their first possession.
Such a beautiful job right there from the Chiefs line. No one to blitz. We're not really so blitz heavy on those first 2 plays. They turn it off for one of them, catch Gainesville off guard, get the sack. Ligeti's 4th of the season. Beautifully done right there.
It is a packed-out stadium, and the crowd is getting loud for Sequoia on this 3rd down. Here's another blitz. Hughley has time, though. Across the field, almost intercepted by Spencer Geist. But nonetheless, the ball drops to the turf, and a forced punt on this 4th down. A great stand by the Chiefs there.
Great double coverage, making sure you have 2 players on, I think that was Taz Smith at all times. You don't want him to get open in the backfield. Another dangerous weapon for the Gainesville, as they're going to force a punt. Beautifully done right there from Spencer Geist.
Yeah, fantastic read there. Couldn't pull in for an interception, but I doubt Coach Buddy is going to be upset. Oh, we have an injured player back there. That's Brooks Darling. He is on the ground. He could be cramping, I believe, because he was just standing there.
It's a non-contact injury. That could be very bad.
We hope he is all right. But just a little history update for you between Gainesville and Sequoia. These teams have never played ever before. This is their first ever meeting. And Max Preps has Gainesville ranked as number 6 in the 5A region, and Sequoia ranked as 10. So this is a top 10 matchup. If you're thinking about like college football rankings, this is like prime time television as Darling walks off the field there with his own will.
And another thing about rankings with Gainesville, Max Preps has them at 74 nationally ranked, one of the best teams in the country, 14 in Georgia. They are not a team to be messed with. They've had a lot of top 25 matchups. They've played Milton, Roswell, Carrollton, some dangerous teams, and they've kept those games close. Exact reason why they're ranked so high.
As Rajecki will take Darling's spot to receive the punt, a high snap, and he's going to take it. He's going to take it, and he's going to get there. The fake punt, working to perfection. Oh my goodness, what a call by Niblet. Oh wait, is there a flag? There is a flag on the line of scrimmage. Wow.
And that could be a saving grace for the Chiefs.
I was thinking that. They could go for a fake here.
Such a risky call right there from Josh Niblet. Almost like a Dan Campbell type of play.
Honestly, exactly right.
First quarter, 5 minutes into it, you take a fake punt. And Taz Smith runs down the sideline, but a flag brings it back.
So here's the call.
Personal foul. Blindside block on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the starting foul.
Wow. So blindside block is the call, a 15-yard dagger. And I would doubt that they go for a fake punt here again.
That is awful for Gainesville right there. A massive play from Taz Smith, who doubles as the punter and wide receiver.
Very helpful.
Taken back for a blindside block, and now they're forced to punt, and another flag flies out on this one.
I'm not sure what that one's going to be. It could be offsides, honestly.
And it was not that great of a punt either way. Stays on Gainesville's side.
So let's see what this flag is, but I mean, looking back on that fourth down, the fake punt attempt, I mean, for Coach Niblet, that honestly makes total sense to me because you're coming into a playoff game. The stakes are as high as they've ever been for your team. Coming into foreign territory, an away game, and you just let up a touchdown on a series of big plays. So that was that delay of game? I didn't see the sign. But nonetheless, it's on Gainesville, so it's going to be declined. But honestly, props to Niblet for that call. It's just very unfortunate for the Red Elephants that that one is taken back, as the Chiefs have the ball now after an electric first drive.
Yeah, you see the idea right there from Niblet. You see what he wants to do. He was just on a 2-hour bus ride. Want to get things going quickly in this game after giving up that touchdown, and it almost works. Gets called back. Now the Chiefs on the 40-yard line have a chance to strike again.
So Martin in the shotgun. First down and 10 from the 39. There's a gun delay. The linebacker getting a handoff, and he's going to create some space. Tumbles his way for a gain of 6. Good run there by the senior. Seen a lot of presence from him here and there throughout the season. He's very reliable on those runs.
Yeah, especially in the goal line. Great goal line back. Taiwo Gundelay doesn't get too many carries per game, but 6 touchdowns. You usually see him in the red zone a lot. He's a great triple option to just easily hand the ball off to on the 1-yard line, push his way into the end zone.
Second down and 4, pardon me. Handoff, this one's to Rajecki as the run game is working tonight. As I say that, Rajecki gets swallowed up there. Still a gain of 4, and that's going to move the chains. Great physicality there by the junior. So first down and 10 from the 29 now. 6:09 left in the first quarter. As this offense is taking its time once again. We saw that in the last drive. A lot of run plays, not too much tempo. But then all of a sudden, that electric passing play, will they do it again here? Darling in motion. And I knew it. They got a little bit caught up there as Rajecki recovers. And, man, an iron curtain. However, it is still a loss of 3 as Rajecki forces the Red Elephant to bounce off of them. Going to set up a 2nd and 13.
Still, despite the drop ball right there, they do a great job recovering, try to get back to the line of scrimmage. A dangerous thing we've seen a lot of times happen here at Skip Hope Stadium where they just can't hold on to the ball. Lost fumbles almost caused the game against Creekview. I think it was a major factor in the Cherokee game as well.
And River Ridge. Don't want to turn it over if you want to win this ball game for Sequoia. 5:08 left. Martin looking to his left, and he has almost a one-hand grab by Rajecki, but can't complete. Going to set up a 3rd and long here.
Bring up 3rd down for the Chiefs.
Could Gainesville force a 3 and out here?
Even if they do make a stop on this play, Chiefs get maybe 5 yards. You're inside Caleb McClure field goal range. Even right here, you still are. Caleb McClure, the Chiefs kicker, has done a great job this season where his only missed attempts or missed non-PAT points have come from beyond the 50.
3rd down and long. Mariah in motion. Martin rolling to the screen pass, and he just has to throw it away as the ball hits the turf. And what will Teeter decide to do here?
I think we could very much see McClure come out here. And
he will. A big moment for McClure to come in and make this a 2-possession game. A playoff atmosphere under halfway through this first quarter. And this could be a very critical 3 points.
49-yard attempt from McClure.
And we're going to wait a second until we call it because we are not very good at seeing these field goals historically. Here is the kick, and it looks good. It is good. Caleb McClure, nearly a 50-yard kick, sinks it. Fantastic talent there from the senior.
Beautifully done right there from Caleb McClure. And I think that one might have had an extra 10 yards on it too.
But still, that's props to Gainesville. They may have gotten a failed fake punt and had to punt it away, but still, with the starting field position being around the 45, the 40-yard line, and only holding them to a field goal, that is a great turnaround from that first defensive showing.
Yeah, especially this defense has been great so far. Besides that first drive, great job to hold Sequoia back on the 40, make them take a field goal. Still, the Chiefs do get some points after that forced punt on their first drive, and it's going to be very helpful now. A 2-score game, 4:47 left in the quarter, and Gainesville is going to need to strike back.
Yeah, they have a good cushion with that 10 points. Very grateful for McClure, I bet they are. So we have a lot of Elephants back to receive and back to block, as we'll see Hughley and the offense come out again. How will they adapt to what has been a very stellar Sequoia defense tonight? Into the end zone that one goes. So 1st down and 10 from the 20. And if you're Gainesville, I would bet that you're missing Carmelo Bird right now, as Brown has had a decent amount of production, but with Bird having 16 touchdowns on the season, but just getting injured over the past 2 weeks, I mean, you probably had your whole game plan around him, built upon him, and you're having to adjust fully.
Yeah, and I definitely think it's kind of impacted the way they were planning for this one. Their last game was October 25th, close to 2 weeks ago. You were definitely preparing for an entire week with Bird. Now that he's out, you had to completely change your game plan and find a new way around to score your points.
Fakes the handoff. Hughley finds a wide open Taz Smith. Great footwork, but pushed out of bounds there by Darling. Great at creating space, Smith is.
Yeah, Taz Smith has done a great job this season, even still being the wide receiver 2 is has gained a lot of attention from a lot of colleges, has 70.4 yards per game, and does a great job rushing as well whenever given the opportunity.
So a first down now after that one play, usually with a drop back, and there's some pressure, but coming down the field, intercepted. Benji Smith, another one on the season. Beautiful read, and he has some space. Takes the blocks past the 40-yard line, and Hughley with another dangerous throw, and this one is costly.
Back-to-back games for Benji Smith, another interception to add to his collection. This time, he takes away the ball from Gainesville, brings the ball back into Sequoia's hands. You're at the 40 again, and a big turnover again for the Red Elephants.
Man, what a job there. Benji Smith, we have seen so much improvement. I know I've harped on it a lot all season long, but being compared to the start of the season up until now, Benji Smith has really grown as a cornerback, and as we lost a lot of defensive players over the offseason, so having Benji Smith as that cornerstone DB is something that's definitely very valuable to Coach Buddy. First down and 10, handoff to Rajecki. Gets met by a lot. Make it 4 Red Elephants there. No gain on that run.
And something big on this Gainesville defense is I still don't see Xavier Griffin out on the field. I didn't see him on the last drive either. A massive talent for the Red Elephants that not on the field right now.
So second down and 10. 3:43 left in this first. Fakes the handoff. That's Mariah. Oh, a little juke step, and he finds straight at the field space. Great cutback there. Ian Mariah. It's going to be a gain of 5. So third down, I believe about 6, pardon me, with 3:18 left. According to the last field goal, I believe they would be in Caleb McClure's field goal range once again. So third down and 6. Got 3 receivers out. And Mariah in motion, fakes the handoff, and he has some time. Wide open, is it there? Oh, just over the hands of Noah Givens. A heartbreaker there, as Martin could not connect with the senior. And that's going to make it a 4th down. What will they do here? And I believe they may be going for it. Martin is coming back onto the field. So a 4th down and 6 now, as they're not opting for a field goal. In the shotgun, 2 receivers on the far side with Rajecki to his right. He's looking to Rajecki, has some space. A pass there to Waller, and he snags it. Bulldozing the defender, gets wrapped up though at the 20. Whew. Deep breath, Chiefs fans, they converted.
And another risky play call, this time on the other side from Teeter and the Chiefs. Somehow manages to work. No flag on this one. Maddox Waller, first catch of the night. Big play inside the 25 now. And instead of settling for a field goal, they take the risk and now line up inside the red zone.
So first down and 10. Chiefs on the move once again. Their offense has had no problem tonight. Handoff, the sweep to Darling, who gets smushed by a mirage of Red Elephants there. Going to be second down and 6 with 2 minutes left in the quarter. It's felt like forever, but we're not even through the first quarter at this point.
It's been a very long drive so far. A lot of stoppages, a lot of going out of bounds. Chiefs still playing the run game like they normally do, but being able to get out of bounds, stopping that clock a lot.
Martin in the shotgun. Got Darling, I believe that's Givens on the top side, far side of the field. Fakes the handoff, and he finds Mariah in the flats, but incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
Not enough space for Mariah to work there.
Bring up
3rd and 6.
And another 3rd and long, or semi-long for the Chiefs. We've seen them be able to move the ball for short, but not that well on long. They've had a few longer plays, but besides that, a lot of quick checkdowns.
It's been working thus far, but they have to really prove themselves here. 3rd down and 6. That's Givens and Darling again on the far side. And he's looking over there. Givens has space in the corner, but no, Martin's taking himself. He says, give me that, and it works his way inside the 10. As we had a little physicality in the backfield with, I believe, Brewer and a red elephant there, Zachary Ingram.
That's good enough to move the chains for the Chiefs. 1st down.
Refs don't see anything wrong with it. No flag called on it. Great run from Martin right there. Saw his receivers, decided to take it on the run, and gets inside the 10.
Martin under center for this one. Calling a quick audible as the Elephants have the box loaded. Handoff to Rajecki. They're pushing, but he's going to get caught after a short gain there. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Going to set up a 2nd down and goal from the 4.
Yeah, inside the 5 now. Thought they might have ran that one on the outside last time. A lot of space out there. Elephants were really stacking the box. Read it correctly. As this time, maybe we'll see try to counter like the Chiefs normally try to do when they have 2 running backs in the backfield.
2nd down and goal. A sweep, pardon me, but Rajecki has nowhere to go and gets swallowed at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to do it for the first quarter of play here. As at the end of 1, it is 10-zip. And if you were asking anyone, I doubt they would say Gainesville is being shut out and Sequoia had a double-digit lead going at the end of 1.
Yeah, and 10-0 score right now. You have 2 scores. You have a lot of security. You're on the goal line as well. It's 3rd down, though. You tried inside run, you tried the outside run. Both times it didn't work. If the Elephants can get a goal line stop here, force another field goal, keep it within 2 scores, they can have a great job, and they can still try to win this one.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Gainesville and you have had not too much offensive success, I mean, if you're a Gainesville fan, you really have to pinpoint that on Carmelo Bird being out. There has to be a reason, as, I mean, 22 touchdowns in the season. That guy was a beast, and him not being out here and having to rely on backups like Trey Brown, who are very talented in their own right, but still not as experienced in these big games. So a lot of adjustments need to happen by Coach Niblett's team. But if you're Hughley at the shotgun and passing at the helm, deep breath. You almost threw an interception the first drive, threw one the second drive. Maybe not go for those long passes because you're not going to get it back in one play, especially against a defense like Sequoia. You're going to have to grind and pound and get there eventually, but you can't get it on those 50-yard gains. Yeah,
but I think the big thing with losing Bird is you have to kind of target the passing game now. And with those 2 big passing plays they've had one interception, and it was a bad throw. Benji Smith did a great job reading it. But the Chiefs' offense remains on the field.
Here goes Rajecki, finding space on the outside. Can he bulldoze his way there? Touchdown, Sequoia. And the Chiefs take a 3-score lead.
And there's that outside run to the weak side. Great job from Rajecki, making his own space, diving into the end zone. Gets another 6, pushes it up to 16-0. And this Gainesville defense is looking a bit shaky without their star, Xavier Griffin, who has not been on the field tonight.
Yeah, and that's a big story. I don't think we've touched on it yet, him not being out there. He is a big, important piece to that front 7. And him not being out there is a big gap to fill. So here goes McClure for the extra point. Trying to make it 17-zip. And he does just that. So 17-0 is your score as the Sequoia offense is rolling. And now time for Sequoia defense back on the field. They forced a punt, almost a fake punt success, but still forced a punt on the first attempt and got an interception on their second appearance on the field. How can Hughley adapt here?
Yeah, Hughley's going to need to have a big drive, but he can't be focusing on those big plays. He has to be patient with how he gets his yards back. The one time he tried that deep pass to Taz Smith, almost intercepted. The second time it was. And if Hughley wants to keep his team in this one, he's got to find those checkdowns. I think we might see a lot more of Shane King, who isn't necessarily as covered on tonight. But the Chiefs have done a really good job tonight in that secondary. Benji Smith has been incredible so far tonight, as well as Brooks Darling. They're going to need to keep that up.
So 11:44 early in the second quarter. And Sequoia hasn't really been up on a team by 3 scores in recent games. Have had a lot of tight ones here. And here's a breaking free. That's Taz Smith down in the middle of the field, but slips up at the 35.
And a beautiful kick return right there. Exactly how the Elephants needed to start off their first drive of the quarter. Beautiful job bringing it inside the 35. And Taz Smith has been all over this game tonight.
Yeah, when he gets the ball, at least tonight, he has been very dynamic as he sets the Elephants up here in prime position to get some points on the board finally in the second quarter. That's Phillip Williams on the close side in motion as Hughley fakes the handoff, and a short pass, this one to Ware, I believe, and he snags it at his feet. Going to be a gain of 5. So second down and 5 now. Little Red Elephants as they're moving in tempo, trying to catch the Chiefs off their game as that run there by Dacian Cohen goes for some extra yardage. A gain of 9, first down and 10 as they're just outside the red zone.
They've really designed this drive. You can see how fast they're moving. Another first down, and they're keeping the tempo very high.
First down and 10. Cohen again, and he has some moves inside those gaps as the senior goes for 7. 6 or 7 there. Second and 4 down. As Gainesville is getting some momentum on this drive, well into field goal range. Handoff to Brown. He finds some outside space, a juke move, and a first down. First and goal now for Gainesville as they have found a very viable route to get some points on the board. 10-20 and running. They're doing it very quickly off that Taz Smith return. 3 receivers on the far side, and he's looking there. Touchdown! So quick, a response there to Phillip Williams, and Gainesville has their first score in the span of a minute and a half.
Such a quick drive right there from Gainesville. Less than a minute. They do a beautiful job getting down the field as quick as they can. They knew how they wanted to play that drive, scripted that one out brilliantly, as the Chiefs had a very long drive on that one before. And props to their offensive coordinator. Does a beautiful job on that drive.
Yeah, Niblett and his crew knew they wanted to run tempo, and they finally got it executed perfectly there. So 17-7 is your score. And we'll see how Sequoia responds. Got a touchdown last drive, have scored on all 3 of their drives. But Gainesville is gaining momentum here, finally finding their stride here in Skip Hope.
Yeah, I think you really need to keep your scores up right now. If you're Sequoia, you might have just woken up Gainesville. That drive looked like what Gainesville normally does, besides the long balls that they like to play. That is definitely the ceiling, or close to the ceiling, for this Gainesville offense. They're going to want to keep playing that way, and if the Chiefs can't figure out a way to stop that, they're just going to need to keep matching and keep this score within 10.
So another kickoff here for Gainesville. Their second of the game. And that's Francisco Johnson with the kick. That's Rajecki back to receive, and he finds a gap, finds some space, a lane on the outside, and across the 50. We've seen so many good returns tonight. And Rajecki puts the Chiefs across the 50 to start their drive.
And another one from the guy who already has 2 touchdowns on the night. Rajecki gets the ball inside the 10, takes it all the way to the 50, exactly what you need your star running back to do. As now you're in a great position to get another score and try to match what Gainesville just did.
First down and 10 on the 48 of Gainesville. 9:58 left in the second quarter. Got trips on the close side. Darling has a block there by Ripley. And a great screenplay there.
It's a beautiful block right there from Ripley. I think if he wasn't right there, that's definitely an interception. Just grabs a hold of his man, doesn't let him go. Helps Darling get close to the sideline, setting up a 2nd and 4 now.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of those screenplays all season long for Sequoia. They love those. In a game like this, where those short yards are critical, they're going to rely on those a lot down the stretch. 2nd down and 3. Got 2 receivers on the far side. It's Gibbons and Ripley. Darling in motion, a handoff. Oh my goodness, swallowed up in the backfield. Darling had nowhere to go.
A failed jet sweep right there. Pushes back the line all the way to where they started, 3rd and 9. And they're going to need a big 3rd down play here to keep this drive going. Definitely out of McClure field goal range. They would have to punt this one away. And they're not going to want to do that, especially after that Gainesville offense started to look alive.
Exactly. I believe that was Brandon Bailey on the tackle for loss there. Great play by Bailey to set up a 3rd and 9. Martin in the shotgun, a big play here. He's looking to his left. Pressure is coming. He works the gap, and he has space using his speed. Great job, great vision there by Martin, and he works his way inside the 35.
15-yard run right there from Colby Martin, already up to his average on the season, getting 16 yards per game on the ground. Does a great job right there. Looks at his targets, doesn't see any open, takes the ball on his own, jumps over, I don't know if it was one of our guys' ankles or someone else's. Takes that one, gain of 15, 1st and 10 after a dangerous 3rd down inside the 35 now.
1st down and 10. In motion here, there's Mariah. Haven't seen too many runs from him tonight, but he has some space, and he's going to burst his way for a big gain on a 1st down. Going to set up a 2nd down and 7. And the Chiefs offense is looking alive after that 3rd down.
Yeah, one of the first runs from Mariah of the night. Great job right there. Gets towards the sideline, running outside of the boundaries. Gainesville just couldn't get on top of that one there. Their outside run play has not been that strong tonight. Chiefs trying to keep that up.
2nd down and 3. Rajecki rolling out to the flats. Martin thought he had him, but instead is rolling. It's brought to the ground by 3 Warriors there. Pardon me, 3 Elephants there.
Quarterback keeper by number 2, Colby Martin. Bring up a 3rd down and short for the Chiefs.
Only got 2 there. 3rd down and 1.
So another big 3rd down here for the Chiefs. This time a lot shorter, 3rd and 1. Don't need to panic too much on this one.
I would be expecting a Rojecki run here as he averages 6 yards a carry, and he gets enough, a gain of 2, and first down Chiefs outside the red zone.
Taking about 3 minutes on this drive so far, and Rojecki gets about a 2-yard gain, first down from the 23 now, or sorry, 22.
And great idea there by Teeter. Teeter has great clock management in general, but making sure after that Gainesville drive that was so electric and very quick in their tempo and how quickly they got into the end zone, making sure that he and his team takes their time now as they have awoken the beast of Gainesville's offense. As there's Ogundele, physical run, bouncing off the tackles, gets finally brought down after a gain of 6. Second down and 4 as they enter the red zone.
And there's Ogundele's second handoff of the night. Gets about 5 on that one. Another great running back for the Chiefs, another option. You saw Rojecki running out onto the complete other side of the field, trying to drag as many defenders as he can. Does a good job, makes an open path for Ogundele, and now you have a 2nd and 5.
That's Darling on the far side. Instead of handoff to Rojecki, he gets stopped up quickly. Has to fight his way to get back to the line of scrimmage. So no gains, it's a 3rd and medium as they are into McClure's field goal range, but they're thinking touchdown.
Yeah, you're definitely thinking touchdown after that drive from Gainesville, and I'm guessing they're going to try to keep the tempo up whenever they do get the ball back. You see this Teeter try to counter it with his clock management, already down to 6 left in the half as they still have a little bit to go to the end zone.
3rd down and 5. Fakes the handoff, and he has Waller, but just overthrows him. I believe Waller wasn't exactly expecting the ball just yet, but he was open. A miscommunication between Martin and Waller. A 4th down now, and McClure is going to be sent on for the kick.
A miscommunication, you just don't want to see Waller wide open right there, just thrown a little bit behind him. Couldn't see the ball coming and couldn't get his hands up in time. Now you'll send on McClure for the field goal to try to extend your lead to 20.
So this is about a 32-yard field goal. Already made one tonight. There was pressure coming there. No good. Only one ref calls it. Wow, I believe it was a little bit to the left. So an empty drive there by the Chiefs, starting off with great field position after that Rojecki return, results in nothing.
I think one positive you can take away from that drive, if you are a Chiefs fan, is you milked a lot of time off the clock. About a 4 to 5 minute drive right there, clock down to 5:44. But we know how fast Gainesville scored on the last one, only taking about a minute, and I wonder if we'll see that type of tempo again.
I mean, yeah, if you're Gainesville, you may have started on your opponent's territory, but still, the tempo worked very well. Here's Brown. He cuts up the middle for a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
And again, no huddle. They'll keep it not as fast as they were going on the last drive, but still a lot more fastly paced than what the Chiefs were playing.
Hughley drops back. He's looking on the left sideline, and he has a receiver there. Smith brings him down, but not after Shane King gets a first down grab there.
Yeah, the Troy commit does a great job right there. Does a good little curl comeback route. Easy catch for him, moves the chains, and they keep up this high tempo.
Boom. A big line of Chiefs meets a run play there, I believe, by Brown, and he is brought down for a loss of 1. 2nd down and 11. Good start to the set of downs by Sequoia.
That's the run type of plays that you have to stop. 2nd and 11 now. You expect Gainesville to go more towards the pass. Maybe try to get Jeremiah Ware into this one, who has not seen much action tonight.
Yeah, and you have Ware and Smith on the close side of the field, but there's some pressure there. Ian Mariah just forces him to throw away. Great pressure there by the senior. We've seen him on offense, and now some big moments on defense for Mariah.
Great job to break the pressure, break the line, get to the quarterback, set up a third down now.
Yeah, and third down and 11, forcing a throwaway there, no gain at all. A third down and long here. The Gainesville wants to keep this drive alive and close in on Sequoia's lead here.
I'm guessing they're going to try to pass this one. I'd watch out on this near side. You have two very dangerous wide receivers.
Smith, but here is a short pass, and that one is at the feet of Dacian Cohen. An incomplete, fourth down and 11 as they're going to send on the punt team. Great defensive stand by Sequoia to get this ball back with 4:23 left in the half.
And I'm very surprised they attempted that screen pass right there. Just try to get it out quick to Cohen. They had 11 yards to go. You would have thought you would have seen maybe Ware Smith make a semi-deeper run, maybe a slant route on the inside, but no, they throw it short. Can't even make the catch on that one and force the punt. You might want to watch out for a fake, though, from Smith.
Yeah, they're going to probably want to put another fake punt in there at some point and try to get revenge. As that punt does go across the 40, but bounces back optimally for the Chiefs as the ball's going to go out around the 40, 41, 42. So here is the Chiefs' chance to get some points back as they missed a field goal, their first empty possession of the night. Trying not to make that into a streak here. And the Elephants do receive the second half kickoff. So Sequoia wants to have some extra cushion going into halftime, making sure they have security in that third quarter. At least some points here is what Teeter would like. First down and 10 from the 40. Handoff to Rajecki. On the outside he goes, and he has space. Will Rajecki down the sideline. It's a foot race. Can he get there? And he gets there. Will Rajecki his third on the night. All three touchdowns for Sequoia coming from the big junior.
And Will Rajecki has a first half hat trick. 3 touchdowns on the night for Rajecki. A 50-plus yard run right there from him. Beautiful job to break the tackles. A great block from Brooks Darling, giving him the extra space needed to walk into the end zone. And they do not need a lot of time to strike again. And it's 23-7 now. And Gainesville's going to get the ball back with 4 minutes left to play in the half.
And you have to give props to the blocking there as they gave Rajecki a great little outlet there. He had to use his shifty moves, and use all of his speed to get down the sideline. And props to him for breaking that ankle tackle there, as that could have easily slowed that touchdown. Extra point is good. It is 24-7 as Sequoia makes it a 17-point lead with 4 minutes left in the half.
Great run right there from Rajecki. Beautiful job. The defense does a great job taking Gainesville offense off the field, gives Sequoia an opportunity. They get back for that missed field goal. Now the defense is going to come out again with 4 minutes left in the quarter. Gainesville feeling a little bit down. They're going to need something on this drive, and they're going to need something quick.
Yeah, and if you're Gainesville, what has really hurt you is those negative plays on first down. I mean, on that drive, on their scoring drive, they did not lose any yards on first down, at least got 2-3 each time, and that set up the entire set of downs, entire possession at that. But on that other, on most recent drive, they were looking good on the first set of downs until they had a loss on the first down play. That killed their entire momentum for the drive, it seemed. So what Coach Niblett needs to preach here is positive first down plays, and they should be set. As this kickoff goes inside the end zone, yet again by McClure.
Another touchback for McClure there. We have said that a lot this season.
Gainesville will take over at their own 20-yard line.
So ball starts on the 20. Hughley and the Elephants will be back on the field. Sequoia defense is playing very well. I would say even above their normal standard, as they average 21 points allowed per game and only have given up 7. Taz Smith on the far side, but here's Trey Brown. Man, breaking some tackles, physical run. Only results in a gain of 4 there. As they're moving in tempo once again, 3 receivers out. And the shotgun is Hughley, and he's going to hand it off. Brown breaking a tackle. Great. Well, he was met there by Carson Berry, but great bulldozing move there by Trey Brown.
Brought down by number 29, Carson Berry.
First down and 10 as they move the chains. 3 receivers out once again as they're continuing this high-speed drive mentality. And here is blitz on the outside, but here goes Hughley. Wide open space up the middle, and a broken tackle. Berry finally brings him down, but at the 50. Big scramble by Hughley.
Carson Berry.
There is a call on the field, I believe. This will be a big setback as that was a large gain. And it is going to be on Gainesville as they're moving it back.
Personal foul. Blindside block.
The second blindside block on Gainesville tonight. Niblett is definitely not happy about that one. So it's going to make it a first down and 15.
The first Gainesville flag of the quarter, and first since early on in that first quarter, only the 3rd of the night for them.
Here's Hughley in the flats. This one's to Smith. A good move, but cannot get around. That's Spencer Geist, a consistent leader in that secondary, as Buddy himself described him as really the cornerstone of, the leader, the vocal leader of the secondary and the defense as a whole.
Yeah, one of the most major keys to this defense, 73 tackles on the year, has 1 interception, almost had 1 tonight, is a major role model and definitely a captain of this defense.
Second down and 15. No gain on the first down play. Almost got tackled there, but there's Dacian Cohen still going down the sideline. Inside the 40 as Cohen, the senior, is having a great night in the playoffs with a loss of Bird.
A massive conversion right there for Cohen, and exactly what the Red Elephants needed. Moving the chains for a really big game for the first time tonight, as now inside Sequoia territory, 2 minutes 19 on the clock to make something happen.
Man, a big hit on Hughley there, but King has it, and he's finally getting tackled down there. Not sure who that was. Man, King is big out there, 6'4", 210. Hard to bring down. I want to say that was Darling. Finally brought him down. But still, first down inside the red zone for the Elephants as they're moving.
Yeah, it took a few Chiefs to bring Shane King down. Great job on the catch. Bullet throw by Gainesville as they throw a deep pass to the corner to nobody.
And Geist and Berry were on coverage there. It was intended for Ware, I believe. Incomplete. They're going to set up a second down and 10.
So 148. They'll kind of slow it down here. Look over to the sideline for the play call. Still no huddle, though.
Yeah, they're kind of slowing up this tempo now. Stoppage of play, they're kind of slowing it down, waiting until they get some momentum going on this drive again. Ware in motion. And he's looking that way. Instead, hands it off. This one's to Cohen. And Cohen is having an amazing night. There's a flag on the play coming in from the back judge. I believe it's going to be on Gainesville again. Still awaiting the call. Here we go.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Start of the foul.
So holding on Gainesville, their second flag in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, another big penalty. This time sets them back 10 yards after a great gain from Cohen. Brings it back, though, with holding. 1:40 on the clock. Now we have a 2nd and 15.
2nd and 15. Hughley with the drop back. There's some pressure coming. He's looking long, but there's defensive there. Benji Smith again, brought down inside the 10, but that's Benji Smith's 2nd interception of the night. And Hughley, another crucial mistake.
And my word, Benji Smith, have yourself a game. It's only been one half. 2 interceptions already, giving the Chiefs the ball back once again. And Gainesville is looking very frustrated on that sideline right now.
And puts on the pads as they're celebrating the interception on the sideline. It's going to make a 1st down and 10. Not the best starting position, but much better than a score for Gainesville. So 1:21 left in the half. 2 receivers on the close side as they're just going to hand it off to Rajecki, and he's not going to get anywhere as they're definitely going to keep a closer eye on him after that 60-yard rushing touchdown.
So 1:10 on the clock, still moving. I'm guessing the Chiefs are just going to try to run this one out.
Yeah.
Not try to do any more damage or take any more damage. As now within the final minute, they are letting this one roll out slowly, and it was a great half for the Chiefs.
And yeah, knowing Teeter historically, with under a minute, 2 minutes left usually, he most always runs the clock out. He is not an advocate of going for a Hail Mary, some big throws, as they are calling a timeout to prevent the delay of game call here.
Yeah, we'll take as much time off the clock as they can on that.
So Sequoia up 24-7, 2 picks for Benji Smith. This defense, particularly the secondary, came to play as they have almost picked off Hughley 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, this secondary has, I think if you were to say at the beginning of the year that you'd be picking off one of the best teams pretty much in the country, it's been hard to believe as how many players that we did lose, but they have been incredible tonight. Benji Smith, his 2nd pick of the game. This secondary has been locked down on some of the best receivers in the country and state.
No, yeah, Taz Smith and Jeremiah Ware are not players to mess around with. And the fact that, I mean, Hughley may have been a little bit off on his throws, but they have been really holding Taz Smith and Ware to really short gains, not more than really 10 yards before the catch. So great job by the Sequoia secondary as they are heading back onto the field. And the Sequoia front 7 as well is putting a lot of pressure on Hughley to force those throws. So great job all around by Buddy and the defense themselves for forcing that pressure.
I mean, Ware hasn't had a catch all game yet. They've been focusing some more bigger plays to Taz Smith and Shane King, but still not getting the job done as they've only scored 1 touchdown on the night.
Hand off this one to Rajecki. Nowhere to go on that one. Stopped after no gain. Gonna make it a 3rd down.
Timeout. Gainesville.
Oh, Gainesville is using their timeout here. Wow.
Please reset the game
So they are looking to capitalize on this extra time.
They're going to want to try to get the ball back. You have a 3rd and 11. You still have 2 of your timeouts. And I'm guessing Gainesville going to want to force a punt from Sequoia, try to get the ball back, and maybe go for a Hail Mary of their own, as the Chiefs won't try to attempt when they have a 3rd and long to do something here.
Yes, I mean, if they do get this ball back, mind you, a punt by Rajecki, which is he's a pretty consistent punter as a whole, usually around 50 yards, flips the field very well. Let's say a little bit of a shorter punt, gets around the 45, maybe the 40. I mean, Hughley is going to have some big throws, which tonight, unfortunately, have not been his forte.
Yeah, it could be very dangerous. Another deep throw could result in another interception, as most of his deep balls have been very contested, especially in that double coverage where There are usually two Chiefs following whoever is in the backfield.
So 3rd down for Sequoia, as Gainesville still has 2 timeouts. Will Sequoia go for it here? 3rd and 10. Handoff, double handoff. This one's to Mariah, but he has no room on the sideline. And I believe a called timeout. This one by Niblett.
Yeah, another timeout called. Exactly what you expected from Niblett. Great job managing that clock. And now 25 seconds, 4th and 9. Sequoia might have to force a punt, and 25 seconds. Gainesville, that's a big opportunity for them.
No, yeah, this could really change the tides of the game, as Gainesville does maintain. I mean, they do receive the kickoff to start the second half. So, I mean, a score here, like a touchdown per se, makes it 24-14, and then after that first possession of the second half, pardon me, they can make it a 1-score ball game really easily if they maintain momentum. So Sequoia really has to lock in here, keep up their good defensive work, because this game is not nearly over.
They're going to need a big punt from either Rajecki or McClure, whichever one takes this one. I'm going to think they'll go with Rajecki instead of the placement that McClure can give them. Just try to get as much hang time as you can.
As Philip Williams is back to receive the punt, about the 50-yard line. So Rajecki is going to be in his own end zone, has to make sure he secures the snap here, as that would be disastrous. He does so. There is pressure. He gets it off. A great punt, but it does go out of bounds. And they're calling it, whoa, they are still moving. 35 is where it's marked, so very optimal position for Gainesville. 35 yards from the end zone with 21 seconds left in this first half.
Last time they were about 35 yards out. They tried a deep ball as well. Was intercepted by Benji Smith. 21 seconds. They don't really have the opportunity to go for the run game and try to move up the field slowly unless they can do a lot of quick check downs to the out of bounds. They only have 1 timeout. So we're going to see a big play here from the Elephants.
So Hughley in the shotgun, got 3 receivers out. I believe it's King, Smith, and Ware. Low snap, ball's on the ground. And a big mistake there as Gainesville is forced to use their final timeout of the half. Man, that is the last thing you wanted if you wanted an optimal play there.
So they'll use their final timeout now. 16 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 15, but that really does not matter that much as they're going for the end zone no matter what, unless they can try to get near the 20, maybe attempt a field goal. But Gainesville has not been the team to attempt field goals this year. Their longest has been 22-yarder.
Wow. I mean, they're definitely a touchdown team. In their wins, they get usually around 40, 50 points, so we know they prefer to get in the end zone. They tend to do so. They may have to rely on a field goal here with this positioning and the time. So 2nd down, and I believe 16. A big ask here from Hughley to connect with his receivers. Brown in the backfield, and Ware and Smith on the close side. King coming in motion. With the drop back, there's some pressure. That's Leggetti. He puts some pressure on him, and there's almost another chance for a pick for Bertils this time, but just to the right of that was Jeremiah Ware, and incomplete.
So they get the incompletion, get the the clock stoppage, and 9 seconds to go.
So that ran off 7 seconds. So, and I don't know if they're exactly in their field goal range yet. I don't think they will. That would be a 56-yard field goal. So even if they want any points, they're going to have to get a good amount of yardage and quickly get out of bounds based on how long that most recent play took.
Yeah, then we need to check down, get out of bounds, or go for glory, find the end zone.
Yeah. 3rd down for Hughley. There's pressure. There's Mariah on the edge. More pressure. He finds some space. A check down. This one tackled. No, never mind. That's Trey Brown. Works his way inside the red zone, but the time runs out.
And I think he could have made it out of bounds if he decided to take the run, but he doesn't. Tries to get the touchdown, no good. Sequoia survived the quarter, 24-7 as we go into halftime.
Man, just not the best time management there by the Gainesville Red Elephants there. They could have gotten a little bit more points before half, but they do receive the second half kickoff. But they're down 17 right now to a Sequoia offense who is really rolling, a lot of talent, and Gainesville has a lot to work on. What do you think they need to work on the most as a whole?
I think they need to get these deep passes down. Every single deep pass they've had tonight has not gone their way, whether it be intercepted, close to intercepted, or incomplete. We've seen one big play for them this entire night, and it was off a kickoff return. And I really think if they can get that down, they can get themselves back into this game. But the Chiefs secondary has been phenomenal, and I think if they keep that up, that won't be an issue for them.
Yeah, and if you're Sequoia's offense, the time wasting all the time they did in the second quarter really helped their case. As they have a 17-point lead, there was a 10, 17-point lead the majority of that quarter. They had security, and they knew that Gainesville offense was getting going again. So great job by Teeter to run the clock out. If they can keep that up in the second half, after they get the ball back, they could be golden for the rest of the game if they can keep their offense going with Rajecki. So 24-7 is your score going into the half. In the first round of the playoffs here in Skip Hope, I'm Max Swain, joined by Jake Gyro. We should see you in about 20-ish minutes after halftime. Please come back. This is going to be a fantastic finish. We'll see y'all then.
Ranger Raffle compliments of Shot Cook Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. All 6 high schools are participating. Don't forget to buy your ticket for your chance to win this beautiful brand new Jeep Wrangler. Compliments of Shot Cook Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Wonder where the capital A of Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best.
On behalf of Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Mary Elizabeth Davis, Principal Mr. Robert Van Alstyne, Athletic Director Mr. Peter Voida, and Director of Bands Mr. Chad Smith, please join us in welcoming onto the field Sequoia High School's Marching Band of Chiefs. Tonight's performance is entitled Destination Everywhere. Musical selections include Departure by Todd Goodman, Kokomo by the Beach Boys, and Metroplex by Robert Sheldon. The Band of Chiefs is under the field direction of drum majors Lane Davidson, Gabby Quiles, and Kimberly Strickland. Drum majors, is your band ready? You are now cleared for takeoff.
House set the standard years ago by doing a steak our way. And the steaks are those steaks dream of being when they grow up. It's nice to have dreams. Hurry in tonight for Longhorn Originals. Our very own Flo's filet, our custom cut New York strip, and the legendary Outlaw ribeye. That's how steak is done. Longhorn Steakhouse, you can't fake steak. yourselves for a moment.
Welcome back to Skip Pope Stadium, everyone. I'm Max Swain, joined by Jake Gyra. And we're in for the second half of play here between the Sequoia Chiefs and Gainesville Red Elephants. 24-7 is your score. Sequoia does lead after a very impressive offensive half, and 2 interceptions from Benji Smith have kept the Gainesville Elephants at 7 points total.
Yeah, what a half that was from the Sequoia Chiefs. I mean, perfectly executed their entire game plan, exactly what they wanted. Great job defensively, holding Gainesville to 7 points, which is not something you normally see. Usually, they're at about 14 points at this time in most of the games they've played this year, even against the big dogs like Milton and Roswell. Milton, one of the better teams that they've played, they got on early in that one, but still only 7 points scored so far. The Chiefs have 24. But Gainesville have the ball to start this quarter.
But there's pressure right there. Incomplete pass. Mariah and Ogundele were there with the pressure first thing. And that's going to force an incompletion on the opening play of the half.
Great job from the pressure. We've seen this line occasionally go on that blitz pressure, send a lot of people towards the quarterback, and whenever they do decide to call that line, it has worked very well tonight. Force a quick pass there from Hughley. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Got 2 receivers out. That's Hughley in the shotgun. There's some pressure coming, but he has an open receiver, a dart. This one's to Jeremiah Ware, and he is still going down the sideline, breaking tackles, and he's still going. Finally pushed out of bounds inside the red zone. What a second play that was for the Elephants as Ware goes for a massive gain.
And it took Ware an entire half to get involved in this one. His first play is a massive gain for about 60. 1st and 10 from the 30 now, and Gainesville's driving.
They're using the tempo here. Wide open is King along the middle, and 3 plays in the end zone. Gainesville is not out of this yet. Touchdown Elephants, and they're going within 2 scores now.
And 2 massive plays to start the quarter, 30 seconds, and they've already scored once. That was Shane King on the reception. Nobody could bring him down. Does a great job, gets into the end zone after a long 70-yard gain from Jeremiah Ware. Now you bring this within 10 once again, 24-14, and the Chiefs offense will make its way back onto the field.
Yeah, they're getting a big response here. And we were talking about in the first half, they were really wasting time, Teeter was, to give Gainesville's offense, who was finding their footing there, at the least time possible. But now it's a 10-point ball game. They don't have as much of a cushion, a point lead, to really waste the time. I mean, all it took was 3 plays there by Gainesville to make it a 2-score game. I mean, Sequoia, they could be thinking waste of time here, but if you're Sequoia, you don't want to leave an empty possession on the field.
And I think you're going to take a long try, or at least attempt to go for a long drive. We saw a few drives ago, they took about 5 minutes off the clock, got into the end zone, got their points, took a lot of time off, forced Gainesville to make something happen. But with that taking a long drive, it gives Gainesville an opportunity for their offense to kind of sit down, relax a minute. They just had a very quick drive, had to do a lot. If you can score quickly and force Gainesville back onto the field, might be a little bit less rested than they normally would be, and could force them to make another error like they have a lot tonight as a flag is thrown onto the field.
So we'll see what the call is here. .11:30 left in this quarter, as that was a quick strike by the Elephants. Here's the call. Oh, so kick out of bounds by Gainesville. Easy call. That's going to make it very optimal field position as they're getting it on the 35. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs, as we'll see if Rajecki can cook up another touchdown, as he has all 3 for the Chiefs tonight, including a 60-yard touchdown run. Here he goes right here. Finds some room and pushing his way. Big gain. A gain of 5 on 1st down, sets up a 2nd down and 5 on the 40.
Run by number 3, Will Rajecki.
And Rajecki is most definitely over 1,100 yards on the season thus far. In a 1,000-yard rushing season in the regular season, the junior had an astonishing year, has a lot of D1 looks. Iowa State has been a lot of campus trainings, as here's Mariah on the sweep, and the senior has a lot of room. The ball may have come out for a second there, I'm not sure. Or maybe some physical play.
And a little update around the 5A playoff bracket. Lanier is down 10 against Sprayberry. That was 24-14. River Ridge is down 4 against Roswell, 14-10. Newen up 42-0 against Tri-Cities. Coffee up 24-7 against Jackson County. Milton up 42-0 against Woodstock.
And the 3rd down and 1 here at Enches. Martin under center, looking to the sideline really fast. Rajecki back in the backfield, a loaded box here, a sweep play. Does he have space? He's using his legs, but there's a lot of defenders. He's not going to get there. What a stop. And a lot of very irritated Sequoia fans. But that's going to set up a 4th down. A great stand there by the Elephants. And Rajecki's going to go out there to punt.
Elephants do a great job to get that defensive stand. 4th and 5, they do a great job making sure that that sweep goes nowhere, making sure that that contact is hit early. Rajecki can't get back to the line of scrimmage. 4th and 5, Gainesville will get the ball back, and they now have a chance to put this game within 3 if they can score a touchdown.
Here's Rajecki, the punt. Low hanging, but great power on that one. That's Cohen, tackled outside the 30. So 9:28 on the clock as Gainesville gets the ball back after a very quick first strike of the half, and they can make it within a score with a touchdown here.
Yeah, they're going to want to get to the end zone as quick as they can. 9:28, a great job to stop them quick enough. Took only about 2 minutes off of the clock. If Gainesville can get a score, this game could be tied before we even enter the 4th quarter.
Here we go, Hughley in the shotgun, handoff. This one is to Brown, and he's going to maneuver his way for a gain of 5.
Taken down by a host of Chiefs.
2nd down and 5 as his offense continues to have positive first down gains. Got 2 receivers stacked on the close side, but instead a handoff to Brown. Bulldozes through a Chief, but finally brought down. Man, that was physical.
Yeah, another great run right there. 3rd and 1 now. As again, we keep seeing the run play from Gainesville despite not having their star running back. Selecting to not try to throw these ones. You think they would try to throw it a bit more, especially with the wide receiver talent they have. And it looks like Jeremiah Ware is going to go off to the sideline on this one.
3rd down and 1. Can the Chiefs put up a stand here? A lot of pressure. Did he get stopped? And he did. What a stand on 3rd down and 1. Wow. That front 7 getting in there.
Bring up 4th down for Gainesville.
And they may be going for it.
And I don't see why not. You know, Niblett likes his risks and might take another one here. 4th and 1 again, trying to test their luck.
A big play here. As we do know, Taz Smith is the punter, so he could line up back there, but no, they are going full load, and they are pushing it. There's a flag on the play. Wow, I believe it's going to be a false start.
Did not look like they were correctly set up.
Yeah, they went really fast there.
Maybe a legal formation. But you'd have to think that that's on Gainesville.
And here's the call. Oh, he's waiting a little bit. And they are saying it's on Gainesville. Illegal shift on the offense. So going to be a 4th down and 6 now. And they're in punt formation. But still, watch out for Taz Smith back there. Maybe want to get redemption here on this fake punt. And they are putting a lot of blockers up there to go after him.
Yeah, they tried their luck going for it on 4th down. Have a flag, and this time they'll decide to punt it.
High snap, and he is going to punt it. Finally, a very short punt, high in the air, and bounces in Chiefs' favor to the 48-yard line. So an amazing 3rd down and 1 stand, and then a very advantageous flag penalty in favor of the Chiefs, and they're going to get the ball back. It was a very important stop, necessary stop. They want to maintain momentum in this game.
Yeah, a great stop, especially after the Chiefs went 3 and out, not having anything on their last drive. Now their defense gave them the ball back, gives an opportunity to extend their lead once again, try to bring it back up to 17.
Rajecki in motion, the flats going right to him. Oh, and it's the Philly special, but it's short. Givens was there. He was down the sideline, but Rajecki kind of threw it on the run, not really in position to throw. And we rarely see that from Rajecki. I mean, not like he's a quarterback, not like he's our quarterback, but in previous Philly specials, usually gets set, usually has a lot of power on that one, but he did not have his feet planted. Second down and 10. Martin's looking for someone, a check down, just throws it away.
Pass falls incomplete. Bring up 3rd down.
Throws it down into his receiver, won't get intentional grounding. So now you have a 3rd down set up, 3rd and 10. After just failing on the trick play, just if it was thrown a tiny bit longer, would have been a great reception and probably would have been a touchdown. As I'm guessing they probably won't be able to go for that play again tonight, as Gainesville is going to be watching for it.
3rd down and 10. 3 receivers on the far side, including Mariah. But here's the handoff to Rajecki, trying to break the tackles. Only able to get 3. So 4th down and 7. And I believe they're going to send on the punt crew. So Bailey, any time, ran off the clock there.
A great stop from the defense. Gets the Sequoia offense back on the field, and they do nothing with it. And Gainesville's going to get the ball back once again. And another chance for now Gainesville to get themselves back within 3.
That's Williams back to receive. And you never know, watch a fake punt here for Sequoia too. Rajecki is quick. High snap. He's going to boot that one away. A great punt. Could go over his head, but fair caught inside the 15. Great job by Will Rajecki. So 6:30 left in the 3rd quarter. A lot of time in this ball game. And if you're Gainesville, got stood up on 3rd down and 1 and got caught for a flag on the 4th down for your last drive, you want to clean up those penalties and keep up that high-tempo offense that was really getting to Sequoia in that beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Gainesville up to 6 penalties on the night. The Chiefs still with 1. Most of these penalties for Gainesville have been pre-snap penalties, and it's been really killing, especially on plays that they do make a big play.
Great tackle there. That was Lyndon Williams, the big tight end, with the catch. But I believe that was Carson Berry on the tackle. That one goes for a gain of maybe 1. So 2nd down and 9 from the 15. Got 7 in the box right now for Sequoia, but there's some pressure coming. A long pass across the field, incomplete. There was Ware and Williams in the vicinity, but not able to connect with neither.
Yeah, and another incomplete pass, and it's just not something you see a lot from Hewley. He's had a great season so far, and the amount of incomplete passes is not what you expect to see from him. It might be, you know, you would think it could be the weather that's affecting him. It's 50 degrees here in Hickory Flat. You don't know how much that weather really affects the ball and how fast you can throw it.
3rd down, there's pressure coming, but he's rolling to his left. Can Bertils get him? He is not. He gets it. What a scramble there by Hughley. Keeps the drive alive. And Gainesville has life here with 5:41 left in the third quarter.
Hughley reads his options very quickly, decides that none of them would be open, takes the scramble, gets the first down, saves this drive for Gainesville.
Here's Hughley with the step back. There's pressure coming from the backside, but wide open was Ware, but he can't get there.
Pass falls incomplete.
So second down and 10 after the incompletion. A lot of pressure coming in. Still unable to bring him down in the second half.
Another second and 10. They'll make a quick sub at the running back spot.
So second down and 10, two receivers. That is three. There was Cohen hiding back there. But here is a good run by Cohen. And that's going to give him a first down, I believe.
Taken out of bounds by number 9, Spencer Geis.
Pardon me, there is a whistle on the play. As I set up a third down and 2. I believe there's a player down. That was Dacian and Cohen.
Bring up third down for Gainesville.
He has his helmet off, and he is heading to the Gainesville sideline. Hopefully he's all right. Has been a very impactful player tonight for the Red Elephants.
Yeah, and they'll call a timeout on that one. Just take a second here. Third and short. They get called short of the first down. Was close to getting it. 5:19 on the clock. You have another third and short. Last time they were here, Sequoia managed to stop them, got a flag, and forced a punt. Exactly what they're going to want to try to do again, especially after going back-to-back on punts this quarter.
So 5:19 left in this third quarter. Got Ware and Smith on the far side, so watch the pass play on this third and short. And Smith is over there on Smith. Here's the shot, the handoff, and beautiful space created for Brown. That's going to set up a first down. Moves the chains for the Elephants, and they're on the roll.
And there's Trey Brown again. This committee backfield has done a great job tonight, just making sure that the rushing yards that were lost from Cameron Bird not being here are still being impactful in this game. A great rushing team. They average about 160 rushing yards per game, and Gainesville is looking to keep that statistic up.
But Sequoia has a great stop there on first down. No gain for Brown on that run on the outside. Set up a second down and 10.
Tackle made by number 0, Taiwo.
Sequoia still nursing that 10-point lead. Defense has made a stand the past drive, though. Second and 10 from the 38. Three receivers out. They're big three again. And Brown in the backfield. There's Hughley. There's pressure coming. Mariah's there. Almost caught. That was by the tight end, Landon Williamson, but just batted away there at the end of the play by Barry.
Yeah,
So third and 10.
Incomplete pass, not a fumble. Williamson did not get possession of the ball. Didn't take enough steps for that to count as possession. So an incomplete pass sets up a 3rd and 10 now, and a great spot for this Chiefs defense to be in.
Yeah, for Sequoia, you want to definitely watch those big receivers that they have, but still, last third down, they let up a big scramble to Hughley. So want maybe even a spy on him, as he has been proven to have some dangerous legs tonight. Hughley, 3rd down and 10, rolling to his right. He's looking long on a wheel route, and that's Cohen. Another conversion for the Red Elephants, as their drive is still alive with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left in the quarter.
And another great rollout right there from their running back, just getting open. No Chief following him as he rolls outside of the lines. And now 1st and 10 inside Sequoia territory. They're moving quickly.
The tempo here, handoff. This one is to Cohen, I believe, but he has put in some moves on. They cannot bring him down, not until a gain of 5.
Taken down by several Chiefs.
Gainesville is putting the pressure on Sequoia, and they must be feeling it. They're on another big drive, and Sequoia's offense has stalled this second half. 2nd down and 6. Hughley in the shotgun again with receivers out. There's some pressure, a screen play. That one is to Williamson, and Gant pushes him out of bounds. Going to set up a 3rd down and 3.
Pass complete to the 30-yard line.
Setting up another 3rd and short. We have seen this a lot tonight for the Red Elephants. They've done a great job getting short gains from their running back.
And that was Matthew Matz who's down and now going to the sideline for the Chiefs. So him going out is a very bad sign. Hopefully he's all right, but he's getting tended to by the trainers. It's going to be a timeout on the field, I believe.
Matthew Matz has had a great season so far, up to 4 sacks on the year. Would be a big loss for the Chiefs if he's got to step out of the game, even for just a little bit.
Yeah. And especially on a big 3rd down. 3rd down and 3. Watch Trey Brown here in the backfield. Oh, we have a call from the back judge. Not sure what's going on.
I don't see any flags.
I believe that play clock back there on the far side, either there's a light out or it's showing 73. So the clock was running during that stoppage of play, so sending it back to 3:11. But I'm just not noticing that. It says 33 on this play clock and apparently 73 on this one, as that bottom light appears to be out.
It's back up to 40 though.
3rd down and 3. Here's Gainesville, the snap. A lot of pressure there. Can they stop him? And they're pushing him back. Back to the line of scrimmage. What a force there by Sequoia. Setting up a 4th down here.
And that's the sophomore. Drew Williams has had an outstanding season so far, filling in the gaps whenever someone has to go out. Next man up mentality. He has had a great season, and he continues to prove and provide that, setting up a 4th and 3 now.
No, most definitely a breakout season for Williams. Has grown to a very reliable DB and linebacker. But they're going for it on 4th down. Hughley, 3 receivers to the left of him, and he's looking in the flats wide open. That's where, I believe. And he is right where he wants to be, inside the 10. And Gainesville is threatening to score with 2:17 left in the 3rd.
The Chiefs so close to forcing a turnover right there. 4th and 3rd. They don't see where. Make his way to the outside. Easy catch, easy completion. Gets a lot of yards after the catch. Now 1st and goal. They're looking for another touchdown.
Here we go. The run here. The keeper by Hughley. Can he get there? And he does. Touchdown, Gainesville, as they go within a score and have full momentum in this 2nd half.
A read option play right there. Exactly how Gainesville wanted to draw it up. Just waited to the last second. Hughley keeps it, runs into the end zone, outstretches his hands. Now with a chance to bring it to 21-24. Gainesville has marched right back into this one.
Yeah, so a 14-0 2nd half. As here is the extra point, almost blocked there by Jake Bertils.
Extra point is good.
And I think that's a big point to mention. 14-0, 2 unanswered scores for Gainesville, as now what was a 24-7 game gets a lot closer, 21-24. Both teams getting a little bit nervous. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Both teams getting nervous. All the viewers getting nervous. The commentator getting nervous as Sequoia is only up by 3. And for Sequoia's offense, they've had a few miscommunications this 2nd half. If they can clean up on those, and Rajecki has not really had too much production here. They've given the ball off to him, but Gainesville has adjusted really well to how explosive he was in the 1st half. They have filled a lot of those gaps and not allowed for Rajecki to go for anything more than 5 yards.
This entire 2nd half, no real Sequoia player has really had the ability to make an impact. There really hasn't been that many big plays. The main ones really coming from the defense, but only forcing 1 punt so far, giving up 2 touchdowns, and Sequoia is losing momentum and losing it quickly.
And that ball by Bertils goes out of bounds, but it was said that it was caught and fumbled, I believe.
It was just tipped out of bounds, I think, on that one.
So first down for Sequoia from the 18, and this is where they're going to start their drive, trying to get their rhythm back.
Yeah, starting spot for Sequoia. They have a 1st and 10 inside their own 20. 1:50 left in the quarter. You'd expect them to try to make some run plays and try to drag out this quarter as long as they can and hopefully bring it into the 4th.
Here's a run play. Rajecki with some room. They're trying to strip him of the ball, but he holds on to it. First down run there by Rajecki, moving the chains.
And another great run from Rajecki. Right as I said, there hasn't been much production from any Chiefs players. Rajecki takes that one right out, gets a 10-yard gain, 1st and 10 from the 32.
And that production from Rajecki is just what they need to get their rhythm back. First down and 10 here. 2 receivers on the close side. That's Presblick and Darling, and he's looking for a screenplay. Presblick with a block, but man, Darling upended. What a tackle that was by Judah Knight. We haven't seen too much from him this evening, but he is the Gainesville Red Elephants leader in interceptions, and a great tackle there by the cornerback.
Judah Knight just getting as quick as he can to Darling. No, not enough blockers on that one for the Chiefs. Leaves Judah Knight unguarded. Brooks Darling's got nowhere to go as 50 seconds on the clock, still ticking. Now 2nd and 12.
Here goes Sequoia. How can they respond to all this adversity they're facing the second half? Handoff to Mariah, going a wide route, and he has some room. Ian Mariah changing the tides by himself. First down run, moves the chains, and the Chiefs have some life offensively.
And there's another running back that can do a lot of damage on this Chiefs offense. You see how well they can use their 3 running backs with Rajecki, Mariah, and Ogundele. All 3 have gotten big opportunities tonight and have made big plays. And Mariah getting a nice run to try to get closer into Gainesville territory, as they might be able to run the clock out on the quarter.
So we got Givens, Mariah, and Darling out to receive for one last play. Martin, here's the quick pass, almost in the hands of Darling, but incomplete. And that does it for the 3rd quarter. Your score 24-21, and man, what a different vibe this game has now. It was a 17-point lead for Sequoia at half, and now a intense 3-point ball game.
Gainesville has done a great job this quarter to come back into this one. 14 unanswered points. Not what you wanted if you're Sequoia coming into this half. Gainesville must have had an incredible halftime talk, as now you're within 3 of a team that was beating you 24-7 when you went into the locker room.
Yeah, I've watched interviews of Coach Josh Niblett for Gainesville. He knows how to talk. He knows how to get some hype in the locker room. He must have done something great and adjusted his game plan very well as well, because the first couple drives for Sequoia, they were stopping Rajecki flawlessly, not limiting him to nothing more than really 2 yards of carry. Just this drive alone, Sequoia has really started to gain momentum again. But their defense for Gainesville has done astonishingly well compared to the first half currently. And if you're Sequoia, you're adjusting now. You're adjusting to how great Gainesville's defensive players are coming and attacking and filling the gaps and attacking Rajecki. And if you're Sequoia, you have to keep up that run play that you were just running.
Yeah, this last drive we've seen from Sequoia has been a great example of how they need to keep playing this game. If they can keep these runs up, get another touchdown, extend the lead back to 10, we know how well they've been with a 10-point lead this game, as they've had one for most of it, but now only 3.
Martin feeling the pressure. He's working his way back to the line of scrimmage, maneuvering his way, and gets pushed for a gain of 1. So on that 2nd down and 10, it's going to become a 3rd down and 9. And we have an injured Elephant down now. Can't identify who it was, but Martin is limping a little bit too. So hopefully they're both all right, as Martin is a little bit slow to get up. I was worried as they were both lying on the ground for a little bit. Can't figure out who exactly it is. So it's 3rd down and 9 here. Another very important play as Gainesville has scored 14 this half. And I believe that was Bailey, who was just getting out of a very big injury. Brandon Bailey, the defensive tackle, him going out is a big loss as they already don't have Griffin tonight. And Bailey has been really, he's running off the field, so that's a very good sign. Running at his own will.
Yeah, they're going to want to try to get him back onto the field as quick as they can. The Chiefs might try to exploit this, maybe play a little bit more run heavy than what they were going to do, change the play a little bit. Here's what could be an audible call from Martin as they'll send Brooks over onto the other side.
3rd down and 9. A big play needed from Sequoia. Looking to his left, across the middle of the field, but is it long enough? There's Rajecki, but he didn't get there. Did not meet the yard to gain, got 7 yards. Going to set up a 4th down and 2. What will they do here?
Bring up 4th and short for the Chiefs.
And it looks like they're going to go for it.
A big play from Sequoia. 11 minutes in the 4th quarter, making another risk of their own. 4th and 2.
Man, they're going to need a big play here. 4th down and a long 2.
And they got him to jump.
Got some movement, but there's no call. And Martin's going to call a timeout. And they're a little bit upset because Gainesville really jumped there. But I'm pretty sure it's not necessarily a defensive false start unless they get the offensive line moving themselves.
Yeah, they got Gainesville to jump. Refs don't call it, so stays 4th and 2. Sequoia call a timeout. They might try to change what they're playing and punt it this time. Could have just been an attempt to get Gainesville to move. Try to draw a penalty, get a free first play.
So if you're Sequoia here, on that last play, Gainesville was really loading that box, knew what Sequoia's game plan was, but you know how great Rajecki can be on those 4th down and down short yardage downs. But he has been kind of stalled up this second half. Bailey is back on the field for Gainesville, so a great sign. Not very good for Sequoia, though, as that's another very big presence in the middle of that defensive line. 4th down and 2. Loading the box are both squads. Martin under center. Here's the handoff. Rajecki is going to get there. What a push. The junior tacking on to what has been a fantastic night for him. That's going to move the chains on a critical 4th down and 2.
Great play right there. They took their time out. They took their time with that one. Didn't want to get it wrong, especially this late in the game. Get a first down. Now on Gainesville's 45. You got to make a play here. You got to do something. You need a score. Gainesville has looked very scary throughout that entire 3rd quarter. 14 unanswered. The Chiefs really need to provide something here on this drive.
1st down and 10. Here's Ogundele on the motion. He has a lay on the outside. Taiwo Ogundele, a breaking tackles and pushed out for a gain of past the chains, 1st down. And with 10-11 left in this ball game, Sequoia is moving into field goal range.
Once again, there's Ogundele. First time we've seen him in about a quarter, and as soon as he gets a touch on the ball, makes a big impact play, moves the chains once again. And Ogundele brings the Chiefs inside the 35 now as they're slowly moving in towards the red zone.
If you're Teeter, it's a great sign to see this run game still pushing. 1st down and 10. Rajecki with the handoff, but oh my goodness, a lot of elephants over there. And they're pushing him around. Still a gain of 2. Even if there's 3 defenders on him, Rajecki still pushes. 2nd and 8 coming out from the 30.
A lot of determination right there from Rajecki, despite being instantly made contact by multiple red elephants, still gets a gain of 2. Sets up a 2nd and 8. And it's a lot better position than what could have been on that play.
Under 10 minutes left. Loading the box here. Here goes Mariah on a wide run, but he gets some space. A gain of 3. These short yardage runs are adding up here. That's going to be a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 5, pardon me. What will they do here? Go to the air or stay on the ground? They're, I would say, in McClure's field goal range, but he has missed one tonight.
I think the best play that they could run here, maybe some slants. We know how well they work. I remember there's one play at Pope, slant to Brooks Darling, as they'll send 3 on the far side. Might want to look out for a pass here.
Here goes Martin. A handoff to Rajecki, and there's nowhere to go. A big loss on 3rd down. It's going to push it back to a 4th and 8.
They tried to take the pressure off Rajecki, brought 3 receivers on the far side. Gainesville did not bite, kept their focus on Rajecki, made the stop. 4th and 8 now. And
here's a McClure field goal attempt. 1 for 2 on the night, made a nearly 50-yarder earlier. It has gotten colder and colder all night. Will that make an impact?
A 47-yard attempt from McClure.
Here he goes. The snap low, and that handle was a little bit iffy. No good, just short. And I hate to place the blame, but that snap was low from the start, and that placement was a little bit delayed due to the snap. So not the best teamwork there, as under 8 minutes left, a 3rd empty drive this half for Sequoia.
Yeah, another drive that ends in nothing for Sequoia, their 3rd in a row. This time they have not scored since their last drive of the first half, and it's getting bad for Sequoia. The tides have completely turned. Gainesville, a score here. Field goal ties the game up. Touchdown gives them the lead for the first time tonight.
So 1st down and 10. Gainesville looking to take their first lead of the night with the score, a touchdown here. In motion, Hughley, but there's a tackler. Oh my goodness, it's Ogundele, but Hughley gets away, and he's just gonna launch it up. Can Darling get there? No, he cannot. Runs into the sideline. Man, that was close. Ogundele had him in the backfield. Ogundele had him in the backfield. I'm kind of noticing the same thing. Is that I don't know if there was any
intentional grounding.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any receiver. And there is no flag.
He was still in the box as well when he made the throw.
He was kind of far back. I'm not sure if they're going to call that in the box.
Well, the box is still within the lines. I don't know if it's a different rule in high school though. And I think the refs are.
No, that's just a game clock reset.
So it remains 2nd down. Gainesville survive a near almost safety and sack that would have put them back within their own 5. As 7:40 on the clock, 2nd and 10.
Hughley in the backfield in the shotgun as we have a stoppage here. Some more communication between the refs. To 2nd and 10 now. Got 2 receivers out, one on the far and close side. That's Hughley in the shotgun. Looking for Ware. That's Smith, pardon me, and a dime. What a well-ran route as Smith stays alive. Finally pushed out of bounds across the 50. Taz Smith is coming alive in the second half. And this Gainesville offense is across the 50, looking very dangerous.
Taz Smith has been the focal point of this offense tonight, taking all of the pressure off of him. Jeremiah Ware has not had much to do. Taz Smith has been able to strive and do exactly what he does best, as he's having himself a night so far.
Taken down by number 5, Ian Mariah.
So 2nd down.
Bring up 2nd down for Gainesville.
And 11 after that great tackle for loss. A 1st down negative play is exactly what Sequoia wants and has been Gainesville's kryptonite tonight. But this is a new offense the second half. 14 unanswered points. And here's a handoff. No, it's a fake handoff. This one is over to Ware. Breaking through tackles, Jeremiah Ware. Wide open on the sideline. Touchdown, Gainesville.
Touchdown catch made by number 1, Jeremiah Ware for Gainesville.
Wow. And there is an injured Chief back near the line of scrimmage. That may be Geist. I can't identify exactly yet. No, that's Matthew Matz. His second time going off the field tonight. He's having a little bit of a rough night. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he didn't get injured any further. As Gainesville has their first lead with 6:50 left in the game. Come back from 17 down. And with this extra point, 21 unanswered points. And man, your receivers come alive on big plays right when you need them for the Red Elephants. Extra point is good, and it's 28-24 now. What an alternate situation Sequoia is in than halftime.
Ware has done an incredible job tonight on the very few plays that he's been given an opportunity to make a play. He has done exactly that, as another big play from him gets into the end zone, gives Gainesville their first lead of the night, 28-24, and the Chiefs offense is going to need something on this drive. They have to go with a touchdown. A field goal doesn't give them the lead, as they're down 4 right now, 6:50 on the clock.
And this is when that missed McClure field goal is coming into play here, as they could be down by 1 and could take the lead with a field goal. So they need a touchdown, as you said here, and they haven't had one since the first half. Completely different ball game. A lot of the crowd still here for both sides, as they know the stakes. It's still a 4-point ball game in the first round of the playoffs. This one is caught by Holden Campbell, brought down across the 20. So ball will start on the 22, I believe.
Good return by number 32, Holden Campbell.
So this is where the Chiefs will start their drive. 6:40 left in the ball game. Sequoia has relied on Rajecki throughout the entire first half for their running. Has been stalled out throughout the third quarter, but they had a little bit of production that last drive. Mind the missed field goal. How can Martin and the Chiefs respond here with all adversity coming in the second half? Darling all alone in the receiving secondary. Here's Rajecki pushing forward for a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
And an update for whoever wins this one, whoever they will play. Lovejoy currently beating Woodward Academy 20-14 in the fourth quarter.
Wow. That's a shocker.
That game definitely on upset alert, as the winner will go on to play whoever wins that game.
Second down and 8. Chiefs looking for some life here. Got Givens and Darling lined up with Martin in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Martin having to run again. There's some space, and he has some space. Colby Martin to the sideline, stretching out his legs and getting to the 45.
Exactly what Colby Martin does best. Again, I feel like we've talked about this every single game this season. His football IQ, looks at his reads, doesn't find any, decides to take it on the scramble. Big first down right there for the Chiefs. Marching down the field, 5:48 on the clock. He gets out of bounds, stops the clock. They got time to regroup and draw up a play.
And I feel like last year, honestly, we wouldn't have said that scrambling was necessarily one of his best traits. But this year, he has really improved throughout the season, but proven that he knows when to scramble, and when he does it, he has the legs to get out of bounds and get some space. Handoff to Rajecki on the sideline. Will Rajecki finding space down the sideline into the red zone. Finally tackled inside the 10.
Another huge play for Sequoia right there, and it's again the man, Will Rajecki. 3 touchdowns on the night so far, brings it inside the 10, exactly on the 10-yard line. 2 massive plays for Sequoia once again as they are on the edge of a touchdown.
Fantastic turn of momentum there. Rajecki another 50-plus yard run. And first down and goal from the 9. Here's the handoff. Mariah finding space along the outside. He's still up and gets inside the 5. For second down and goal, as Mariah is slow to get up. A little bit of a hobble in his step. Nonetheless, second down and goal from the 4.
Yeah, they'll bring Ogundele on with Rajecki. They'll run 2 running backs instead of 3. And again, still, even though they're only running 2 running backs, still 2 very dangerous running backs. Or you can even expect that Kobe Martin try to run out of the pocket here on second down.
Martin, here's the handoff. This one to Will Rajecki. 1, 2, 3, make it 4 on the night for Will Rajecki as the Chiefs take the lead back with 4:50 left in this playoff ball game.
Another massive play for Rajecki, his 4th of the night. 23 touchdowns on the season. As now 4:50 on the clock. Chiefs have a chance with the extra point to bring their lead back up to 3. But Gainesville has a shot with the ball, and they have been very good this half. 3 touchdowns, only 1 punt, and it was due to a flag after 1 pre-snap mistake. Gainesville is definitely going to want to drive quickly and try to take the lead back in this one.
And that one is good. So lead is 3 for Sequoia. 31-28 is your score. Rajecki with 4 touchdowns. A remarkable night for the junior. But now it is time to see this Gainesville offense again. Last drive scored on a dynamic drive, but mostly coming from Taz Smith. An explosive, big pass play. And that's where Sequoia's going to have to fix it. They were really good in that first half. In the secondary, we're reading Hughley's balls very well. But now Hughley has adjusted and have a lot of out-of-the-backfield routes on wheel routes and that go route on the sideline. So how will Sequoia adjust is the big question.
I think that Niblett is going to want to try maybe pull some of those deeper plays out of his playbook, those trick plays. I mean, we saw that fake punt. Something like that you really only try once a season, that they've practiced a lot, especially in a big moment like this where it's a win or go home. They're going to need something on this drive, down 3. They got a lot of time to do something, and if they can take a lot of time off this clock and score, it could be very detrimental to the Chiefs' outcome of this one.
Yeah, because especially, I mean, with the touchdown and the extra point, they're going to be up by 4. And that's going to make a touchdown necessary for the Chiefs. So it's maybe the most important drive of the game right now.
I think it has to be, as if you don't score if Gainesville and then give the ball back to the Chiefs, if their running game can keep doing what they're doing, they might be able to just run the clock out or even score another touchdown, but not give any time for Gainesville to do anything.
First down and 10 from the 20. Hughley in the shotgun, fakes the handoff right there to Smith, and he's trying to juke past Darling, trying to rip the ball out. And did he get it? They're saying he had it. He has it! The Chiefs take possession! Brooks Darling strips the ball from Taz Smith, and the Chiefs have possession.
And you saw that one coming a mile away. Taz Smith instantly surrounded by 3 Chiefs, and Brooks Darling getting his hand inside the inside Taz Smith, punching that ball out, forcing the fumble. The Chiefs get the ball back almost inside the red zone, and a score here, and you're back up with a 10-point lead.
Darling putting on the turnover pads. The 3rd turnover the Chiefs have forced tonight has been really a very big headline, as the Chiefs had the ball 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Here's Rajecki on the side, pushing through tackles inside the 10. Maintains possession and has it at the 9.
And momentum has completely switched. Gainesville had it for the entire 3rd quarter, and halfway through this, they've lost it. Rajecki gets a touchdown, now a strip. They get the ball back inside the 10 now. The Chiefs are driving, looking to bring this lead back up to 10.
Yeah, and a 2-score lead here with 4:10. Although does not define the game, but still can make it extremely difficult for Gainesville. 1st down and goal from the 9. Could Rajecki get his 5th on the night as they're handing it off to him? He's pushing through. He's pushing still, but gets stopped as there's some physicality going on at the back end of that play. But Rajecki pushes to the 3. 2nd down and goal. Another 4, pardon me.
Another push from Rajecki. They just keep handing it to him, and it is working very well.
And if you look at him on that camera angle we have, I don't know if you saw, but his arms look beat up. He looks bruised and battered. This man has gone through so many tackles tonight, so many handoffs. A big, maybe the biggest part of this Chiefs offensive force tonight, as here's another handoff for him. Looking for number 5. Can he get there? No, he cannot. Either a gain of 1 or no gain. We have a timeout, Gainesville, with 3:06 left. So 31-28 is your score. What a game this has turned out to be. 24-7 was the halftime score. Sequoia up with a 17-point lead. Then 21 unanswered points in favor of Gainesville. But finally, Sequoia's offense comes back alive, and Brooks Darling with maybe the most important turnover forced tonight with a strip, forcing the fumble on Taz Smith, and they have the ball now.
Yeah, Alex, we're in the offensive line right there, pumping up the crowd, and this is exactly what they need. The support from this fans. This stadium is packed right now. I don't even know if there's any seats left as people are lining up on the fence around us. And after this Gainesville timeout, the Chiefs inside the 5, 3rd down here.
So one thing to note, Gainesville does still have 2 timeouts after that one. Something to note coming down the stretch with time. So a big 3rd down here. A field goal will make it only a 6-point ball game. They want to get in the end zone and make it a 2-possession game. Rajecki in the backfield, a handoff, and a pass to Martin with the receiving touchdown. The Chiefs go up 2 scores.
And there's the Philly special. That one, Colby Martin, his first receiving touchdown of the year. A beautiful trick play done. Nobody could have expected that one.
Wow.
On top of Rajecki's 4 rushing touchdowns, he now has a passing touchdown. And the Chiefs looking to take a 10-point lead, 2:55 left in this one. All momentum swings their way.
Unreal. And we saw that Rajecki pass early in the game, a little bit off his rhythm with that attempted pass to Givens, but that, my friends, was a dime from prospective QB, Will Rajecki, to the Chiefs quarterback, Colby Martin. And with 2:55 left, the Chiefs, with this extra point, is good. Go up 38-28. Wow.
What a complete turnaround we just saw right there. It looked like Gainesville had all the momentum, and suddenly it's all gone. And the 10-point lead the Chiefs had reinstated after being down 4 just 3 minutes ago.
And it's just a crazy thing that Taz Smith is the one that caught that touchdown, broke free to take the lead, but just last drive was stripped of the ball, and he was the one who fumbled it. So can he get redemption here? And if you're Gainesville, from the Gainesville perspective here, down by 10, 2:55 left, 2 timeouts, you've had a lot of big plays. Is how you've scored and gained a lot of yards, whether it be scrambles, some runs here and there, but a lot of passing plays on big gains here in the second half. If you're Hughley in the shotgun, you're going to want to look for one of your 2 higher receiver passing yards in Ware or Smith.
Yeah, and you need a deep play quickly. You can't waste as much time as you have been on these last few drives. 2:55 to get 2 scores is not a lot of time. There were definitely, when going over film for this game, a lot of deep balls that Jeremiah Way just was able to grab. Even double coverage, there was this one, I think it was against Roswell, was an 80-something yard bomb over double coverage. They're going to need a play like that if they want to throw themselves back into this one.
And a play like that, and also plus they're probably going to need an onside kick with only 2 timeouts based on how long they take to get a score in. And Sequoia historically is not the best at onside kicks. Here goes Hughley looking long. Intercepted by Jake Bertils. Intercepted, and that could seal it. Bertils forcing the 4th turnover tonight.
Number 3 on the season for Bertils. Had one in the opener at Skip Pope. Had another one later on in the season. Gets his 3rd here tonight as the Chiefs turn the ball over once again. Jake Bertils on the sideline getting the spike. Does a beautiful job on the interception. Great coverage. Make sure there is no space for that receiver to make a play. And Bertils might have sealed the deal here for the Chiefs if they can get another score.
Here goes Rajecki, breaking free, but gets tripped up. He was looking for number 6. Total touchdown tonight. Still a big gain. That one goes for 7.
And there's Rajecki again. We're just going to keep handing it off to him. Let him do the magic. There's been nothing wrong with that tonight, as Rajecki just keeps on providing. 2nd and 3rd now.
So clock is down to 2:03 and running. Gainesville, as a reminder, does have 2 timeouts still. Handoff, this one's to Rajecki, gets stopped at the line, but breaking free, pushing through more tackles. They cannot break Rajecki's stride. What a night for the junior. So 1st down outside the 10 now, as they could potentially be looking to make it a 3-score game.
And a little update from the Lovejoy Woodward Academy game. It's still the same score, 20-14, as they are closing out the 4th quarter. Lovejoy still looking for that upset.
Clock's at 1:21. Gainesville still has both timeouts here. Another handoff to Rajecki. He gets stuffed up the gut here. A loss of 1 on that run, and I believe, we have a flag coming in. Niblett may have used his timeout before the flag was called, though. The flag will stop anyways. And they're saying, I believe it's going to be on Gainesville. Awaiting the call right now, as the refs are still discussing midfield. And here is the call.
Following the play,
Another penalty. This one a personal foul on Gainesville. Down by 10. Kicking themselves while they're down.
And I don't know how many flags that Gainesville have had that have actually come during the play. Most of them have been pre-play or personal fouls.
And Sequoia, I'm pretty sure, only one flag the entire game. We've seen some nights where Sequoia goes at least 3 a quarter, so that is a really good night for Sequoia. That has to be preached upon.
I mean, it's definitely flip-flop for Sequoia. One night they could have less than 3 on the entire night, and then they can go the next week and put up 5 flags a quarter. We've seen that a lot this year.
So I believe that timeout was called by Gainesville with 1:13 left in the game. Chiefs up by 10 in what could be a pretty big upset victory in Skip Pope Stadium according to some rankings. And Lovejoy as well is looking to upset Woodward Academy. The winner of this game and the winner of Lovejoy versus Woodward would play each other in the second round of the GHSA 5A playoffs. But still 1:13 left in this one. And man, just still thinking back to that Philly special that Rajecki threw to Martin. What a moment that was.
And who would have expected that play? You saw one early on in the game and you think they wouldn't dare try one again.
But they did, and it paid off exponentially. So Martin under center, 2nd down and 5. Handoff to Rajecki. They're trying to get him another score, and he's pushing. Second chance shove. He's still up, but the ball is called dead after maybe a gain of 1.
Timeout. Gainesville. That is their final timeout of the half.
So Gainesville calls their last timeout as they're able to stop Rajecki at the 5. Wasn't fully brought down and eventually broke the tackle, got into the end zone, but refs called the ball dead. So doesn't make it through. 1:05 now on the clock. Chiefs have a 10-point lead, 3rd and 5. Gainesville needs a stop right now.
And I think a big key part of this game has been those 4 turnovers by Gainesville. 2 interceptions, I mean both by Benji Smith, 2 interceptions, that last one by Jake Bertils, and then 1 forced fumble by Brooke Starling. I mean, their entire defense for Sequoia has really been on top of things when it comes to taking the ball back.
I mean, we could really just talk about this secondary. Second half of season has been incredible. I mean, just the way that the secondary has been able to kind of revert from making stops and forcing punts and turnovers to now getting multiple forced fumbles and interceptions per game, something that just was not happening early on in the season.
3rd down and 3. They can get the first down if they get to about the 1, but they're looking for the end zone. Rajecki, he gets stuffed up the gut. Nowhere to go. That gap is filled. And I believe it's going to be a gain of 1. Going to set up maybe a 4th down and 1. 4th down and 2.
Gainesville does not have a timeout, so the Chiefs with 30 seconds on the play clock can bring it down to 15.
And we do have a stoppage of play. A Gainesville player is injured on the field. Can't identify who that is. But still, 41 seconds left. Chiefs up by 10. As they're looking, I'm guessing they're probably going to go for a touchdown here, not the field goal attempt. But man, what a game this has been. Sequoia really dominated that first half, kind of unexpectedly, as Gainesville's offense was shut down to only a touchdown. But that second half, the 3rd quarter in particular, Gainesville came roaring back. A lot of chemistry from Hughley and his receivers, but a lot of up-tempo offense that got Sequoia off rhythm. But Sequoia adapted very well to how Gainesville defense changed over halftime.
So another update on the Lovejoy and Woodward game. Still 20-14, but Lovejoy has just punted to Woodward Academy with less than 2 minutes to go. So a quick drive from Woodward, and they could take complete control of that one and take down Lovejoy's chances at an upset.
So ball's on the 4. I believe the first down marker is on the 1. So they need 3 yards here.
I don't think they'll need any yards as the play clock is synced up
Oh,
with
wow.
the game time, and that's going to be it.
No, wait, it may be a little bit ahead, but I believe they're calling it.
And the Sequoia Chiefs
Wow.
take the win, upset Gainesville 38-28.
The spread before this. Oh, wait.
Delay a game. You were right, though.
It's just, I believe it's maybe 1
It's
second.
1 second.
Everyone was lining up. But it's 4th down. I mean, they can kneel, but they need to take a second while doing so. 1 second on the play clock.
I would let McClure take a field goal here.
Honestly, yeah, give him a chance to give him a 50% completion field goal percentage on the night. Come on.
But
Instead, they are going to just run the clock out here with a kneel down.
And with this, the Chiefs will move to the second round of the playoffs
And
for the
that
second
does
year in a
it.
row.
The Sequoia Chiefs are moving on. Upset Gainesville, a very cultured program. The Red Elephants come in to Skip Pope, and Sequoia handles business. May have been a little bit iffy at times. Gainesville roared back with a great offensive revival in the second half, but Sequoia locked in and got a 10-point victory against the Gainesville Red Elephants.
Yeah, Gainesville did a great job coming into the second half and making this game as close as they can. Sequoia started slipping in the third quarter, did a great job in those last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter to get themselves back into this game, make some great defensive stops, 1 interception, 1 forced fumble, multiple touchdowns, and Sequoia take the win, getting their lead back to 10 and moving to the second round of the playoffs.
And I want to say props to Hughley for how much he adapted in that game. I mean, he threw a lot of very questionable passes in that first half, threw an interception. But I mean, in that second half, when they needed him, particularly to come back that 17-point deficit, he really dialed in to make sure his throws were accurate and not too risky into double coverage. So great job for Hughley for adapting and adjusting. But let's talk about Will Rajecki. A 5 touchdown night?
4 touchdowns.
4 touchdown.
1 passing touchdown.
So 5 total touchdowns for the junior. Unreal. This man had at least 200 yards in total yards, I would say, receiving, rushing, and throwing, which I didn't think we were going to say tonight, but he proved us wrong. Will Rajecki is a beast, and we're excited to see him in the second round of playoffs. The entire Sequoia defense and offense played fantastic, and I believe, I don't know if we have a final yet, but Lovejoy is still leading Woodward Academy 20-14 as of now. So we'll see who Sequoia plays in the second round, but for now, that was a historic, very entertaining first-round playoff game to watch here in Skip Pope Stadium. Sequoia wins by 10, 38-28. I'm Max Swain, joined by Jake Gyra. It was a pleasure having you watching if you watched. We will see you maybe for the next home game. We'll see you next time.